The concept of blue zones, geographic regions where people live significantly longer and healthier lives than the global average, has inspired scientists, policymakers, and the general public alike to reconsider what constitutes optimal aging. Locations such as Okinawa in Japan, Sardinia in Italy, Nicoya in Costa Rica, Ikaria in Greece, and Loma Linda in California have become case studies in the pursuit of understanding how environment, culture, and biology intersect to promote not just longevity, but quality of life well into advanced age. These communities defy prevailing trends in aging-related disease prevalence, offering a living blueprint for aging well. What makes blue zones particularly compelling is not simply the presence of long-lived individuals, but the collective lifestyle practices that seem to foster health across entire populations. Diet stands out as a universal pillar, but its specifics vary from place to place. In Okinawa, traditional meals center around sweet potatoes, bitter melon, tofu, and green vegetables, foods high in antioxidants, fiber, and anti-inflammatory compounds. In Sardinia, the Mediterranean diet dominates, featuring whole grains, legumes, olive oil, and modest portions of dairy and wine. In Nicoya, beans, corn, and tropical fruits are staples, often grown and consumed locally. These diets share a common denominator: minimal processing, low animal protein intake, and an emphasis on plant-derived nutrients that support metabolic flexibility, gut health, and cardiovascular integrity. Physical activity in these zones is not typically structured or gym-based, but seamlessly integrated into daily life. Residents walk long distances, work in gardens, and continue manual tasks such as farming and cooking well into their later years. This habitual movement maintains muscle mass, cardiovascular function, and insulin sensitivity, all of which are crucial in warding off chronic diseases and preserving autonomy in older age. Equally powerful are the social and psychological structures that define these regions. Blue zones tend to foster strong family ties, multi-generational living, and active participation in community rituals and faith-based practices. These aspects provide emotional resilience and a sense of purpose, an element known as ikigai in Japan or plan de vida in Costa Rica, that appears to buffer the negative health effects of stress and loneliness. In contrast to many industrialized societies where aging is associated with isolation or decline, elders in blue zones are often revered and remain actively engaged in family and social life, maintaining roles that reinforce cognitive engagement and self-worth. While genetic factors do play a role, particularly in the case of Sardinia, where a high prevalence of male centenarians suggests hereditary influence, the bulk of evidence points to a gene-environment interaction. For instance, longevity-associated alleles may be more effectively expressed or preserved in low-stress, nutrient-rich, and physically active environments. This is evident when individuals from blue zones emigrate and adopt Western diets and sedentary habits, often experiencing a decline in health outcomes despite their genetic background. This shift underscores that while some biological predisposition exists, lifestyle and cultural context are pivotal in determining how that biology manifests over time. The lessons from blue zones are not confined to the regions themselves. They have informed a growing movement in urban design, workplace culture, and public health policy. Initiatives aimed at creating blue zone communities around the world by redesigning cities to promote walkability, reintroducing communal meals, and encouraging plant-based diets reflect the growing appreciation of these principles. These efforts emphasize that aging well is not solely an individual achievement, but one shaped by supportive environments and collective habits. In revisiting blue zones, it becomes clear that aging is not a fixed trajectory, but a modifiable journey shaped by daily choices and cultural structures. The synthesis of low-tech, deeply human elements, purpose, movement, natural foods, and social cohesion has created populations where centenarians are not rare outliers, but woven into the fabric of everyday life. These regions offer more than just clues to long life. They challenge us to rethink the architecture of our own societies, asking whether we are building environments that foster decline or vitality. By embracing the holistic wisdom of blue zones, modern societies have the opportunity to recapture not just years of life, but life in those years.